Yo, what's up, my friends? It's Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for NBA here for you today on Wednesday, December 6th, 2023. We have NBA player props, spreads, predictions here for you today. We got 4 picks that make a great value bets for this Wednesday NBA slate. As always, we'd just like to thank you all for your continued support here on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Guys, I really do appreciate all of your support. You guys have been absolutely killing it lately, and I just want to say I do appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys check us out on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at Straight Fire Picks for more content, recaps, things like that. Be sure also to check out our community Discord page as well. Great way to connect with our community. It's absolutely free. You get access to more picks and things like that. And one last thing, be sure to drop your favorite pick down below also in the comment section, guys. If you like your favorite pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Speaking of our comment cappers from last episode on Monday, we took yesterday off, a little rest day there. We had Emile Pelletier calling the Indiana Pacers plus 4.5 spread. Was able to cash that, so great call out there from Emile. As far as our results go, we ended up going 1-1. And missing our ladder challenge, unfortunately. But we ended up cashing Brandon Ingram over 27.5 points and assists. He gets there easily. Had a great game versus the Kings. And then we missed on Tyrese Haliburton over 26.5 points, unfortunately. He finishes with, or rather over 27.5 points. He finishes with 26. So gets close at the end, just can't quite get there. Definitely was sad as far as on that front. But we're ready to bounce back today. We got 4 plays here for you today. We got a loaded NBA slate, so I'm super excited about it, guys. We'll have a ladder challenge out later. We're going to get revenge, guys. I'm personally going to keep doing it till we get it. That's my determination. We're going to make adjustments as necessary, but we're going to keep rolling with our 5-day ladder challenge. $10 into $5,000. You guys will see that video out later. Like I said, I'm not scared, but it will be probably later, like I said, in the day. So be sure to check back later for that. All right, without further ado, let's get after it today, guys. Let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we're going Tyrese Maxey over 36.5 PRAs here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Minus 110 odds here on PointsBet. So, guys, I love this bet. You got Maxey here, 6 out of his last 10 overall to this line. 7 of his last 10 on the road. So, love the trends there for us on that. He's up against the Wizards, guys. This is a great matchup for Maxey. The Wizards allow the 9th most points, the 2nd most rebounds, and the most assists to point guard. So he should be able to get there as long as he gets the minutes, honestly. That's the only thing you're worried about here. This spread is set to 10.5, so the question becomes is can the Wizards keep this game competitive? They are playing at home, which I think makes it more likely that they might be able to keep it close. Being at home, that's what we're looking for. We're hoping the Wizards can knock down enough shots and keep this game competitive to keep Maxey on the floor. The last time that was kind of an issue, he ended up only playing 32 minutes in their first matchup, finished with 34 PRA. Still got fairly close, but he wasn't really as aggressive in that game. I think he could be a little bit more aggressive, and he could cash this line for us. He is averaging 38.6 PRAs on the road, so I love his trends. I love his averages on the road. Like I said, I love the matchup as well with the Wizards. I think Maxey could definitely fly over this line. And obviously we're looking for him to do so. So love it there, guys, for our number 1 pick. We're going Tyrese Maxey over 36.5 PRAs. Here for the Philadelphia 76ers, minus 110 odds on PointsBet. All right, and at number 2, we're going with Paul George over 5.5 rebounds here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Minus 110 odds here on DraftKings. So, guys, we got Paul George 7 out of his last 10 overall to this line. 8 out of his last 10 at home to this line. So, we like those trends. He's 2 out of 2 so far this season versus the Denver Nuggets to this line with logs of 7 and 8. So, obviously, if you look at the matchup, it doesn't look great on paper. The Nuggets allow the 5th fewest rebounds to small forwards. However, I do like the fact that he's gone over already twice versus the Nuggets. This is a pretty reasonable line for him. I think he could get there for us. He's averaging 9.7 rebound chances per game, 10.3 rebound chances at home per game. So, obviously, I like the averages going up there at home. He's hit this over in his last 7 home games with at least 7 in 6 of those games. So, he's cleared the hook. I guess, that's what I look at sometimes is like, how are they getting there? Are they getting there with like 6 rebounds, just getting over, making us sweat? Or are they clearing it by a few boards to give us a little room to get there? So both games versus the Nuggets, he cleared beyond the hook. And like I said, in 6 of his last 7 home games, he's also cleared beyond the hook, which I do like seeing that. So love it there, guys. For number 2 pick, we're going Paul George over 5.5 rebounds here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Minus 110 odds here on DraftKings. Okay, and at number 3, we're going with the Oklahoma City Thunder minus 2.5 spread here versus the Houston Rockets. Minus 110 odds here on FanDuel. So we got the Oklahoma City Thunder, guys, a league best 14-4-1 against the spread. 7-1-1 on the road against the spread with a plus 10.8 road spread differential. They've been absolutely terrific this season. They're up against the Rockets, who are honestly a great home spread team as well. You can't say anything bad about them either. They're 10-5-2 against the spread overall. 7-1-1 as well at home against the spread with a plus 14.5 home spread differential. So they've been very good at home as well. When I look at these two teams, though, I do see a disparity as far as the eye test and just at least offensively. Both these teams compare defensively. Thunder 5th in defensive efficiency, Rockets 4th in defensive efficiency. So it's really been the big improvement in both of these teams this season is on the defensive end. But offensively, we know how dangerous the Thunder could be with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Giddey, Chet Holmgren. They got some guys that are very capable. The Thunder are 5th in offensive efficiency, while the Rockets are 20th in offensive efficiency. So I have noticed this in games that I've watched between the Rockets, Thunder, watching some Rockets and Thunder games. The Rockets at times do struggle offensively. We saw it the other day versus the Lakers. There were bouts of that game where I felt like there was six minutes where they weren't scoring anything. Lakers went on some big runs in that game. And I was like, man, they just don't have a guy to get a go-to bucket. They don't have that one guy. Whereas the Thunder got Shai. Anytime they need a bucket to stop a run, although we saw them give up a big run the other day as well versus the Dallas Mavericks, that historic 30-0 run. But you don't usually see that, obviously, with the Thunder here. The Thunder with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he could usually stop a run with his capabilities. And I think here, like I said, on the road, I do like the Thunder. They've won 5 of their last 6 games on the road, and it's been a pretty tough schedule. They beat the Warriors twice. They beat the Suns. They beat the Mavericks. And then finally, their last one was versus the Blazers. But overall, I like the teams that they beat lately on the road. Rockets on a 3-game skid, so they're not playing their best basketball right now. So I do like the team that's trending up here in the Thunder with a low spread. So love it there, guys, for number 3 pick. We're going Oklahoma City Thunder minus 2.5 spread here versus the Houston Rockets. Minus 110 odds on FanDuel. Okay, and finally at number 4, we got Scotty Barnes. Under 8.5 rebounds here for the Toronto Raptors. Minus 120 odds here on DraftKings. So when I first read you guys these trends, they're not going to sound the greatest. He's under in 4 of his last 10 games, but 13 of his last 20 at home to the under. He's under in 5 out of his last 10 overall. 9 out of his last 20 overall. So you look at that and you're like, those trends aren't the greatest. His line has been at 7.5 most of the season. His line has got bumped up now. So I'm taking advantage a little bit of this bumped up line here on Barnes. He's under in 5 out of 7 career games versus the Miami Heat. I think that's part of what I really like here is today. They are playing the Heat, who's allowed the second fewest rebounds in the NBA overall. They play at a much slower pace. So I don't think there'll be as many opportunities for Scotty Barnes to grab rebounds. And here today, you got some guys out of the lineup for the Heat. Some of the big guys, and Bam Adebayo is going to be out of the lineup, which I think is honestly significant here. I think that's going to open up more rebound opportunities, potentially for Poeltl or Siakam. I don't necessarily see Barnes being the beneficiary of that. You got Jimmy Butler in the lineup, who should be on Barnes. You should see him on Scotty Barnes a little bit here. This is a middle-of-the-road matchup as far as for small forwards versus the Heat. Heat allowing the 14th fewest rebounds to small forwards, so that's about middle of the pack. But with this line at 8.5, hard to see him consistently hitting this line right now. With as big of a lineup as they got, they got Siakam at power forward, and they got Poeltl at center. So it's hard to imagine, like I said, hard to imagine him consistently hitting it over like this. So love it here, guys, for our number 4 pick. We're going Scotty Barnes under 8.5 rebounds here for the Toronto Raptors. Minus 120 odds on DraftKings. Alright guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys check back later for day 1 of our 5K ladder challenge. It's a 5-day challenge. The furthest we got is we've cashed day 1, but we haven't been able to get beyond that. We've had a couple of really close losses. And that's been kind of sad, obviously. You know, we missed by 2 points the other day on Drew Holiday. Honestly, the ladder felt great. Brandon Ingram delivered for us, and it was Drew Holiday, you know, with 9 of the 11 points that we needed. So that was obviously pretty sad. The one before that came down to one leg again. It was LeBron to get 6 rebounds. He ended up with 4 versus the Rockets in a great matchup. It was definitely sad, guys, but we're close. I think we, you know, once we get on a roll, I think we could do. I really do believe we could do it. If we're that close, eventually the tides will turn. Like I said, we've cashed 1, but we need to obviously do better with that. So appreciate you guys. Check back later for that. Drop your favorite pick down below. Subscribe to us on social media as well and here on YouTube. And outside of that, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.